everybody, welcome back to my channel, Life with Patty. And today I'm finally going to do the video on making a beaded charm. Okay, so now I want to let everybody know that I by all means am not a professional at this. I've only made I think 3 of them, and I've taken 2 lessons from my friend Mary. And so I just want to show other people that it's not that hard to do, but in a way it's kind of hard to do. I don't know how to explain it. It's just kind of tedious, and but you can make them as big as you want, or you can make them as small as you want. So this is probably the biggest one I've ever done, because I just kept adding more and more charms. Okay, and then you can add charms on top of charms, and you can make it long, you can make it short. You could do just like maybe 2 charms like that and put it on a pocket letter or a tag. You can make it large like this and put it in the window, or put it on me. I just hung it in my craft room next to my desk because I love it so much. You can do whatever you want. If you want to make small little ones to put on presents for Christmas, that would be fun too. So let me show you some of the different items that it requires to make one of these. After I show you those things, I will tilt the camera down and we'll work on one together. Now, I really have I've done tons of videos on cooking and baking, but I've really never done a whole lot of videos on how to make something in the crafting world. So this is a little new to me, you guys, okay? So if I don't show you correctly or not the way everybody else does, I apologize for that, but I'm learning just like you are. So, okay, first thing you'll need is something to cut chain with like this, and then something to twist over your head pins, something like this. Now, I got a whole set of them. I think I got like 4 of these, and a whole bunch of jump rings, which I'll show you what those are, all in a kit on Amazon for, I believe it was like under $10, maybe like $8.98 or something like that. But these are the 2 that you will need today, okay? Then you will need some, oh yeah, see, I got these too as well for cutting chain. So then you're going to need some sort of chain. Now, I made the mistake of getting some really heavy-duty chain. Where is it? I wanted to show it to you. Okay, so I bought some really heavy-duty chain like this. It's really not required for this. And then I made the mistake of buying some very small chain. That's not going to work either. So this chain is a lightweight chain, and so I found these at Michael. This was 203.2 centimeters. I don't know, but just make sure that your little chains right there are not super thick, okay? And so then you're just going to simply measure yourself off a piece as long as you want it or as short as you want it, and you're going to cut it with your wire cutters. Okay, so I already cut myself a piece, and if I feel like it's too long later, I can always cut it off here, because this actually looks way too long. So, but I'll just cut it off later. So that's the first thing that you're going to need, is some wire cutters and some chain. Okay. The second thing you're going to need, which I used for this one, was one of these little O-rings. And I actually bought this at a stationery store. It's because these are so easy. You just open it up like that and put it onto your chain, and then just clasp it up. Okay. So those were 19 cents a piece. And you can get whatever size you want, depending on what size you want to do. And some people will actually even use, which is called the lobster claw, and you can use those as well. But I'm going with this little O-ring that you just buy. You can buy them at a hardware store, you can buy them at a craft store. I bought them at a stationery store. Okay. Now, the next thing you're going to need are some jump rings. And you don't want them too heavy. These were 120 jump rings. You know, it doesn't say on here the size. I'm going to cut them open for you. And actually, I bought some other jump rings that I like better. Let's see. Yes, here they are. These little containers were at Michael's for 99 cents. They come with a lid, so they snap on like that, and they're perfect to put this stuff in. So let me open up these jump rings. I'm afraid this is going to be a long video, and I really don't want it to go on forever, but... Okay, so I like these better because with these little jump rings, they're so hard to see. Hold on. Okay, so what I like about these is that you just pull them apart like this, and then you're going to simply attach it right onto your chain. So you'll need jump rings. Okay, so then trying to keep myself organized here. The next thing we're going to need are head pins. And you can buy them, and they come in all different colors. To me, I'm not really picky about it because you're going to cover them with beads anyways. And I like the ones that have the little round circle on the top right there. Okay? Alright, so that's the stuff that you are going to need for making your charms. And then the last thing is that Mary told me at the bottom of your charm is you're going to put some kind of a statement charm, a bigger charm on the bottom, okay? And so when I went to Michael's a few weeks ago, I think it was last week actually, I found some. These were all on sale, and it's a string beads. Like you get several different ones, but here are some that I looked for that were a bigger one to put on the bottom. And I also saw these butterflies, and when you cut the string, they come off, of course, just and then we'll put that on the bottom. So that's what I'm choosing to put on the bottom of my charm today. Alright, let me tilt the camera down and we'll work like that from now on. I almost forgot to show you guys the main thing, your beads. So I bought these beads here. I'm going to tilt it down for you right now so you can see. I bought these beads on Amazon, and it said something like 5,000 beads, and that was like super cheap, and I was like, oh, what a good deal. And then I got them, and they're all these really tiny beads. I was almost ready just to toss them and get rid of them, but then Mary told me, no, 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 they're great to put as your first bead to put on your head pin. So here's your head pin, and here's the small bead. That way it holds down the rest of your beads, okay? Alright. So then we'll go on to, I just had some fun beads. I'm not going to do a certain color today. I'm just gonna just do whatever. I really need to get a light over here so I can see better. I'm going to make a really basic one just so that you guys can see. My gosh, some of these beads are hard to... Got some bigger beads here. And then you want to give yourself some room at the end so that you can clip it off. So, okay, we're going to take our pointy clippers and you're going to go straight over halfway like that. And then you're going to take it and you're going to pull it all the way around to make a hook. You see that? Okay. And then we're going to take that jump ring that we pulled apart, put it right on here. And then we're going to put it right on our chain. Oops, that one came off. Alright, we're going to make sure we got this clasped down because the other one fell off. Like I said, you guys, I'm new at this as well. There we go. Alright. Okay, and then we are going to attach it right to our chain and then close it up. You're going to have strong fingers after. Like so. And let me find this one that the jump ring stayed on. This one. The other part fell off. So we're going to hook it back on. And then we're going to really tighten this up here. The biggest amount of time to me is just attaching all these hooks onto the jump rings. I'm sure once I get used to this, it will be so much easier because this is just like almost like beading jewelry, and a lot of people that bead jewelry. Okay, so there we have two. We have two on there. Okay, so we'll do one more together. My jump ring ready. There it is. I pulled it apart. Okay, I'm going to get my, gosh, it like chips your nails. Get my head ring here. My head pin. I'm going to go get, I have a little light that I have to do my diamond art, and I am going to go get that and use it. Now if you want to color coordinate them all so that, you know, they all match better, that's perfect. I've seen some done that are all like in reds or purples. They're really pretty, actually. All right. So we have another one done. Pull it over halfway. And then we're going to turn it all the way away around. Oops, hold on. going to put my jump ring on here. And then I want to close up the head pin all the way. Yes, there we go. Now we're going to attach it to our chain. Okay. And close it together. Okay, and you're just going to keep working down until you get all the way down to the end, okay? And you can also take a jump ring and bring another piece of chain off if you want, so that you can go down thicker. When I get it all done, I will be back to show you, okay? Alright, you guys, I found that if I lay my chain down on the table, and I have a towel here so that I can see better, and attach my little charms as I go, it seems to make it much easier, okay? So I was just going to do one with you so that you could see how I'm doing it with the charm laid down. Sometimes it's hard to see the little hole. Man. And others are super tiny and I get it right on. I don't know. Okay. Get my little jump ring ready. Pull it apart just a little bit, because the last time I pulled it apart too much and then it was hard to get it back. There, that's perfect. See that? See that? That's what we want all the time. Alright, and this is what I found. It's much easier to attach right there, laying down. Boom. Alright, there we go. That's how it's done. Okay, you guys, so I've been working on this for a while. It seriously takes your nails out, right? But here is what I have finished. And I actually think what I'm going to do is I am going to attach it to this charm. Because some of the ones that I've seen that Mary has are super full, and I really like it like that. So I'm going to do that right here. Let me just tilt this down, you can watch me. So with these rings, they're so easy. You just push them out and open them up. I'm going to attach it to this lobster claw. And I'm just going to have one big thick charm that I'm going to hang up. Oops. I'll have to attach that one after. And I'm just going to attach that and hang that up in my craft room. So I had cut part of this off, and then I cut it too short for my statement one, and so then I had to make another one to go down. But now I just have it all together. And so there is my beaded charm. These take kind of a while to do. It'll take a few hours to do one. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I was helpful. Like I said, I'm still learning, so I'm not a pro at this by any means. And I'm sure there's easier ways to attach sometimes, but I just thought I would show you how I made them. So, alright, you guys have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.